Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponent, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Beavers will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Pretty good job on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 32-yard line. The Ducks offense will get the football first. A program whose history is built on speed. Oregon just ran away from the Beavers last time.
And the Ducks were ready to play a year ago. They were ready for a war. They came out, they took it to Oregon State. They didn't back off, Jesse. That game meant a lot to them.
Yeah, they just caught fire early, and Oregon State couldn't put the fire out. They had no answers. Every possession Oregon had, it seemed like they were going up and down the field. So a big challenge for Oregon State in this one is to try to get off to a great start.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Sends it back in motion. He's past the marker. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Follows his blocks. It's Hill.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll try the right side. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got it run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. It's Bear. There he goes. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting him out flanked with the Wildcat. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Right side, it's Johnson. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Drives inside. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Oregon!
Every offense talks about being physical, setting the tone. That is exactly what the offense just did. Run the football every play down the field. Don't try to trick them. Don't try to confuse them. Just be physical and set a tone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oregon State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend. But the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, maybe.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Quick give. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. It seems as if this old feud has been going on since Lewis and Clark set the foundation for the Oregon Trail. They've been playing since 1894, guys.
Game's been played for a long time, a lot on the line in the state of Oregon. Bragging rights, Jesse, for a whole year.
I feel like it's one of the rivalries in college football that maybe a lot of people don't talk about or really know about. But if you've ever been around this game and you know about the tradition and the history and the emotions surrounding this game, this is easily one of the best rivalries in college football.
Personal foul.
Face mask penalty costs the D 15 yards and a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Some misdirection with the counter. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Beavers! He would not be denied.
That's why, as a defense, you have to gang tackle this guy. You've got to bring multiple bodies to the party because he's just way too strong of a runner. It's too hard to tackle this guy one-on-one, Dave.
And how about the running back, man? That's a grown man. Like, you could tell, once he gets his feet moving, he is hard to bring down, breaking tackles, making plays. This is a guy that doesn't need a great offensive line because he continues to make plays even when they're not there to be made.
They tried to get the wall set up for him, not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Still looking to his right. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go play action with Moore. Out wide right, it's Riley. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. Second and long here.
Ready, go!
pull him down, but he's got enough. It'll be a first down for this offense.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the...
Makes the grab in their space. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Moore. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Dante Moore, under pressure, makes the catch, into the end zone, touchdown, Ducks!
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest, walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Beavers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it in his belly. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. Looking for room. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Finds his man on the RPO. At the 45 on his way. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Runs through the tackle. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Here on 2nd and 9, sends 3 receivers to the right. Throwing more. Rush right in his face. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. More to the air again. Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. We'll have a stoppage here as there is a Beaver down on the field. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. More to throw for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Changing the routes with his receivers. Here's Moore to throw. Finds his man. It's fair. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Tough run here. It's Davison. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Moore will throw. Gets rid of it. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. And, guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short. Back's going for the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Nowhere to go.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. The Beavers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. And the returner will be dragged down. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Moore moves to his right. He'll pull it down and run. Got a first down. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Buying a little time to his left. He's going to take off.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Moore to the air. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Now Oregon will call it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Quarterback changing the play. Dante Moore. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted deep in his own end. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Takes it in. Touchdown, Oregon. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Catching up with Oregon State's head coach here to start the half. The biggest concern he has right now is their offense. They do have an opportunity to take the field and start the 3rd quarter. He said, we have got to gain momentum. This home team and home crowd is making it difficult, but he said, I believe in our guys. We talked at the half, we've made some adjustments, and we'll see if they're able to come out and get back on track to start the 3rd. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Working the ground game. Brought down.
Well, they got themselves in such a hole, and it's too bad because you see what they can do when they hand off the football to this guy. He is dynamic, and he's special, but they've got to do better in these drives early and down and distances.
Hauls it in. Could not make his way to the corner. And the Beavers will punt it away on 4th down. Here's pressure. Hunter gets it away. Decent kick.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick. Defense.
You know, they make fun of kickers for not worrying about contact, but that's about as rough as it gets. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. The give to the left side. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. This time they'll throw it. Caught. Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw one first. Extending the play. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There's been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles. And a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down.
Upstairs to make the catch. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Rushes on. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Touchdown, Oregon State. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Well, they're able to punch that one in on the ground, and honestly, I'm not sure the defense really expected them to come out running the football considering how much they're down in this game. Probably expecting him to throw it a little bit more and have a little more sense of urgency. But either way, listen, for the offense, you just got to get on the board. You got to find a way to score somehow, some way. Now, they're down by a lot, David, and I don't know if they can keep running it moving forward.
They might not be able to keep running it, but they had to score on that possession. Now, defensively, you got to step up for them, right? Like, they got to get both sides of the football working together, but the defense is going to have to get some stops. But obviously, a bulk of the pressure is on this offense. Every possession is going to be so important.
See some running room. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling. You're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender. But the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Throws to the wideout. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers!
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
offense with jumbo personnel. Finds a crease. It's Riley. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. The give. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Bear. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen. And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication. And
it's a running room. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30.
Well, it's a really nice job by the quarterback that time, working through his progressions, because the running back was not the primary target on that play. You find the check down, though, and when you get it to that guy, if he's even got a little bit of room, he's got the wiggle and the speed, and he's going to make something really positive happen. He did right there.
Oh, pressure's coming. Floats it out in space. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. The snap sets up to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One final period to play. We'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And to get rid of it quickly. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
they've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Oregon sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
They don't need a bunch on second down. He'll pull it down. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Fires on the run. Got it down the field.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
Caught in the backfield. It's Davison. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Makes the grab on 3rd. At the 40, there he goes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good...
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. It's as if the Duck has hopped on that motorcycle and is revving the engine, and Oregon is threatening to drive away.
And Oregon's a team that, man, when they get it going, a lot of times they're just so hard to stop. The swag gets rolling. The uniform always looks good, but Oregon State's going to have to find something in this rivalry.
They need a big play, and they need it right now. The Beavers need to be able to slow down this runaway train that is the Oregon Ducks right now.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Look out! Trying to make magic with his feet. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19. The Beavers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Trying to escape and get it himself. Still running at the 40. There he goes. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. And the Beavers will hustle to the line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
It's just not the type of game this guy envisioned. Being in the second half, being less than 50% completions, he has not found any success throwing it. A lot of that you got to give to the defense. They've been in the right place and they've made plays, but he's simply not had his best game today.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Unloads in the nick of time.
Men don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
The give on 4th. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And now trailing with a little over 2 minutes, it's looking bleak. My defense has got to go out there and get a stop immediately. I got to stop the clock as fast as I can, try to save as much as I can, and then put my 2-minute offense together. There's a lot that has to go right for me to get back in this ballgame.
So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. They're all over him. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass is incomplete.
It's been tough for this QB.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Snapped on 4th down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Timeout is called, and that will be the 2nd charge to Oregon State. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Looks as if he's going to run it. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Oregon State will use its final timeout here. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a 1st down. Out wide left, it's Bear. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the Ducks looking to convert on 4th down. Buying time to his right. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. After this, it'll be a wrap. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Might have a chance. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. So as they've done so many times in this